I have type 2 diabetes, and honestly, it's a pain in the butt. uh, really, I have to get up in the morning. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I take my blood sugar. So, and I have a kit. I brought it so I could show it. So I have this little kit, and this tells me what my blood sugar is, and there's a strip in here that gets in there, and then here's the unfun part. I have to poke myself with a needle to get a drop of blood every morning. So I do that every morning, and I kind of monitor my blood to see if it's really high or if it's low or if it's just right. And then I take my medicine in the morning. So I'm on metformin, and I take some other high blood pressure medicine and some statins, all stuff that's related to diabetes. And then I have to take my insulin. So I take insulin in a pen. So this is my pen, and I put the needle on, and then you have to do it in your stomach.
You go through a lot. That is a lot more than any person who doesn't have diabetes has to go through. So how did you adjust to that? How did your family also adjust to the different lifestyle that you had to start taking on?
Well, I have a great family. So my husband and my daughter are incredible. I love them to death, and they're really supportive, of course. They're paying me to say that. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. The big thing is, and it's managing it, right? So I haven't been managing it well for the past couple of years, especially pandemic hit. And oh my gosh, I put 10 pounds on in a year. And all of a sudden I realized my blood sugars were 225, 200. And that's crazy levels for blood sugars. So January 1st, not to be the typical, New Year's resolution, but I set a date for me because they say, set a date when you're going to do something. And that just happened to be the day. And I decided I was going to make changes. And so I'm making them. I've gotten into a program. I'm watching what I eat. I log my foods. And I decided, instead of like this big harsh diet, I'm just changing what I do by small steps and taking care of it. And I've dropped 12 pounds in the last 6 weeks. So I'm not trying to lose 10 pounds in 10 days or anything like that. I figure 1 to 2 pounds a week. If I take it slow, that's fine. And if I blow it, I'm not telling myself, oh, that's horrible, I can't do this. It's like, okay, and move on. And so I'm changing my attitude, and my family is supporting, and we're all meal prepping. We're all meal planning. So that's how my family supports. They help. They kind of, and they'll remind me, did you take your meds this morning? So before, where I might have eaten like French bread and had, a bunch of French bread with butter, now I buy the 100-calorie light bread when I make toast. Or it's small changes, portion control, because you don't want to be hungry, right? That's not fun. So I can load up on Italian chicken or teriyaki chicken with tons of vegetables in it. I'm still getting all the flavor and everything, but I'm not getting so much of the fat. So, and I still eat beef and pork and everything else. And you can't, that's the thing, you can't just cut stuff out of your diet, because then you feel deprived. And then it's like, well, forget this. I don't want to live like this for my rest of my life. And who wants to not be able to have ice cream once in a while?